And we'll begin with those key points of our sitting posture. So just bring your hands to the side of the body, raise your hips, rotate the hips out, and then sit yourself down. Your spine will be a little bit straighter. Bring your shoulders forward, up, back, feel the pinch, and then let them go. Then just rest the forearms on the thighs or the knees with your palms facing upwards. Now we're going to elongate the spine a little bit more. So just imagine that there's a string attached to the crown of the head and it's being gently pulled up towards the ceiling so that your spine elongates. Keep the chin parallel to the ground. Just relax the shoulders a little bit more. And then allow the eyes to softly close. We're going to take a few moments now to just connect the mind to the breath. So I want you to take your awareness to your breath. Just observe the breath, just feel that breath coming into the body through your nose and leaving the body through the nose. Not much physical activity, you're just sinking your mind to your breath. If your mind is wandering and there are thoughts roaming around in your head, just let them be. Try not to take any notice of them. When you feel that your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. And you're now controlling the breath, so start making each inhalation longer than the last. The breath can come in through the chest or the abdomen or both. Just let it come in where it wants to. And make the exhalations slow and controlled. You're taking the breath in. You're feeling that prana, you're feeling that breath, and you're letting it go. So when you're breathing in, you're welcoming the new air. And when you breathe out, you're letting go of the old. Keep your mind there. When you breathe in, feel this fresh breath, this fresh air come in. And when you breathe out, see that breath leaving, see that old, stagnant breath leaving. Breathing in the new, and you're letting go of the old. Breathing in the new, and letting go of the old. After your next exhalation, I want you to take a deep breath in and hold that breath. And then release it slowly through the mouth. And then allow the eyes to open. do some we'll do the Brahma Mudra. So this is movement of the head in sync with the breath. As you breathe in, turn the head to the right. As you breathe out, back to the center. You can do this with your eyes open or closed. Let the body do what it wishes. Breathing into the left. Breathing out to the center. Breathing in, chin up. Breathing out to the center. Breathing in, tuck the chin in, so bring the chin down. And breathing out, back to the center. Breathing in to the right. Breathing out to the center. Breathing into the left, slow, controlled. Breathing out to the center. Breathing in, chin up. Feel that stretch at the front of the neck. Breathing out, back to the center. Breathing in, tuck the chin in. Feel that stretch at the back of the neck. And breathing out, come back to the center. Now bring your right ear, if your eyes are closed, open them. Your right ear, bring it down towards the right shoulder. Keep both, encourage both of the shoulders to stay down, particularly your left one, the opposite to your ear, that's down. And feel that stretch on that left side of the neck. And come back to the center. This time left ear to left shoulder, both shoulders down. Encourage the right one to really stay down. And then come back to the center. This time you're going to bring that left ear to the right shoulder, right ear to the right shoulder. Good. And then I just want you to tuck the chin in now. If it's too much of a stretch, don't tuck the chin in too much, but just tuck the chin in as much as you can so you feel that stretch going a little bit deeper. Okay, come back to the center. Bring your left ear to the left shoulder and tuck the chin in again. So the chin is tucking in sort of sideways really, but you feel that stretch going all the way down the back of the right side of the neck. Some of you may feel it going down towards the upper shoulders. Good. And then raise the chin up again, come back to the come back to the middle. As always, listen to your body when you're doing any of the asana work today. If you need a break, take a break. You can always rejoin, so if you want to go into child, go into shavasana, or just take a little break and then come back and join the asana work, okay? Good, okay, let's stand up now. And allow your feet to be hip width apart. Toes facing forwards. Bring your shoulders forwards, up, back, and then let them go. This is just standing up is a posture in itself. If your hands are by the side, either facing forwards, palms, or to the side, press onto the feet and lift the spine up. This is Tadasana, the posture of the mountain. So you should feel stable and strong. There should be a sense of strength in your body just by standing, this stability. Good. And we're going to do some warm-ups in this posture. Okay, so bring your hands up. So we're just going to warm up the joints in our hands. Allow the palms to face towards you and separate the fingers. Now you're going to bring those fingers towards me. So imagine I'm a magnet and those fingers are spread away from each other, but they're coming towards me. Don't collapse the wrist, keep the wrist up. Good, now soften the fingers again. Then do that again. Spread and towards me. As much as you can, really, like I'm a really strong magnet. And the fingers are really trying to come towards that TV or whatever device you're using. Keep it there, keep it there. Relax the shoulders. And soften again. Okay, once more towards me. Also, make sure that they're separating between each other as well. So you're pulling them apart and they're going away from you. Good. And soften. Give them a shake. You should have felt that already. So you're trying to get rid of that water on your fingertips. Excellent. Okay, now the wrists one way. Good. And then the other way. And then bring your hands onto your shoulders. So we'll just warm up the back, the shoulders a little bit. Okay, now bring the elbows together. Lift the elbows up. Bring the elbows down. Keep them there, and I want you to bring the elbows far back as you can. Keep them there, and then bring them down. Good. Okay. Forwards, up. Bring them to the side. Back, and then down. Okay, do that a couple of times now. Just make sure that the elbows are back. You can feel the pinch of the shoulder blades. Good. And then we're going to go the opposite way. So, bring the elbows back, raise them up. High as they'll go, bring them forwards. When you bring them forwards, I want you to feel the shoulder blades separating behind you. Then bring them down. Okay, so elbows up, forwards, feel the shoulder blades separating, and then down. So do that a few times. So each time feeling those shoulder blades separating, and allow the arms to come down. Just give the shoulders a few rotations backwards and forwards. Right, now to the feet. Just rotate the toes, go on to whichever right or left. Just rotate the toes from the big toe to the little toe a few times. Crack, crack, crack. And then go the other way. And then to the other foot, a few times one way. And then a few times the other. Good. And then just allow the feet to come back down again. Back to your hip width apart. Bring your hands to the side of the body. And you're just going to go from side to side. So you're basically sort of swinging from side to side. You're using the oblique muscles to lift yourself up. Good. Each time, see if you can go a little bit further down. So you're reaching down past perhaps your side of the knees. Good. And then next time you're up, stay there. Bring your body weight to your left leg. And you're just going to bring your hands to the side. That'll keep you balanced. And just swing your leg forwards and back, using the thigh to lift the leg up. So you're going to need a little bit balance. Good. And then bring that right leg down. Let's do the left leg. If you find bringing the arms doesn't keep you stable, you can bring your hands onto the thighs, onto the hips. So whichever's easier for you. Good. Okay, bring that leg down. Now bring your feet roughly mat width apart. Feet still pointing forwards. Arms to the side of the body. Raise the right arm up. Good. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, slide the left hand down. Keep the right hand up. Keep that right hand up pointed. So keep the fingers together. Thumb out. It's a side bend. And if your neck allows it, look up towards the right hand. Okay, bring that right hand down, bring the body up. Left arm up. Get fingers together, palms facing forward. Right hand down. Take a breath in, breathing out. Keep that left hand where it is. Slide the right hand down. Far as it will go. Check that you're in this side bend. And look up towards the left hand. So you're still taking your deep breaths in. When you breathe out, see if you can go a little bit further down. Keeping that left hand where it is. You'll feel that stretch on the left, that crunch on the right. Okay, bring that left hand down, bring the right arm up. We're warming up the spine. The spine moves in 6 ways. And you need to keep moving that spine, your spine, 6 ways every day to keep it strong and supple. That was 1 and 2. Bring your arms wide. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, twist to the right. This is 3. Come back to the center. Breath in, breathing out, twist to the left. This is 4. Come back to the center, breath in. Keep the arms wide. Take a breath in, breathing out, twist to the right. Okay, stay there. Just check that if you were to draw a line from your left palm to the right, it would be straight. It wouldn't be in a V shape, it would be a straight line. Come back to the center. Breath in, breathing out, twist to the left. Again, check that alignment so that there's a straight line that's made with your arms. Come back to the center. Good. Keep your arms up. Lift them a little bit higher. Try and resist bringing them down. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift them a little bit higher. Now I want you to bring the shoulders back. Good. Don't let the mind wander to the pain. Take your mind to your breath. Take a breath in, breathing out, raise them a little bit higher. Bring them down and bring them forward. Bring them up. Encourage the hips to come forward. Chest out. And if your neck's okay, look up. Take a breath in as you breathe out. So this is 5, your back bend. As you breathe out, bend all the way down, and this is your final, your 6. Go all the way down. If you can't reach the floor, the mat, you can bend your knees. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the mat. Good. You're going to go back to that back bend again. So, bring your arms, start raising your arms up, chest out, hips forwards, breath in, breathing out, forward bend. All the way down. Okay, now again, if you need to bend your knees. I want you to bring your right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Start raising your left hand up towards the ceiling. Again, if you need to keep your head down, you can look at your left foot, keep that left hand up, or if your neck is okay, just allow your head so you can look up towards your left hand. Encourage the chest to come towards the left thigh. Some of you have got the wrong hand. You want your right hand on your left ankle. Okay, start bringing that left hand down. Bring that left hand to the outside of your right ankle. Breath in. As you breathe out, raise the right arm up. Encourage the chest to come towards the right thigh. Okay, bring that right hand down. And just relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Just stay in that forward bend. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Just soften the back. Okay, now very slowly, one vertebra at a time, start coming up. Good. Bring your feet back to hip width apart. Your spine should feel really nice and loose now. Bring your arms forward. And we're going to elevate it down to the mat. Take a breath in. Breathing out, go down halfway. Good. Try and keep your back straight. I mean, if you need to come down on a vertical like this is fine too. Just make sure that your knees are back so that there's not too much pressure on your knees. Your weight is back towards the heels. Otherwise, you can straighten your back like this. Breath in, breathing out all the way down now. Good. And come and sit down. Bring your feet together, soles of your feet together into your butterfly. So, feet together, hands wrapped around your toes. You can, if your thighs are really tight, you can keep your feet away from the body, away from the perineum. Okay? And then just flap your knees, the movement's coming from the thigh. Otherwise, and the looser your inner leg becomes, your inner thigh, you can start bringing your feet a little bit more closer. And then a little bit more closer. Keep the back straight. Open up the chest. So don't collapse into this. Just keep your spine straight. I've even known some people to, rather than move the feet, they shuffle forwards. So they'll like shuffle forwards. So you can do this as well. Just make sure that your spine is straight. Good. Right, now, we're going to go into that Asana to open up the hamstrings and start working on the digestive organs. So, keep your left foot where it is. Bring your right foot out. So your sole of the left foot on the inside of your right leg. Turn, make sure the heel is away, the toes are pointing upwards. Now, and you're facing that right foot. Right hand onto the right foot, left hand behind. All the movement is from your hips, remember? Okay, start alternating your hands. So, you're moving from the hips forwards, so the hip joints are starting to loosen up. The more you push the heel away, the more work you'll be doing in the hamstrings. Good. All of your back is working. Really good for improving circulation around the belly area. Works the legs, the back, the pelvic region. Good. Okay, stay where you are. Bring your left leg out. Tuck your right one in. Now, you can either keep that leg straight. That's going to be a lot easier. Or you can bring it to the side. It's a little bit hard. Okay? So I'll leave it to you. Make sure, so start alternating your hands. Just make sure that your heel is away from you. Toes are pointing up. Your body is pointing that left foot. And the movement is coming from your hips. So this starts to stimulate the digestive organs. So that's your liver, your pancreas. Really good for the gallbladder. So any digestive issues that you have, doing this is really good. Okay, stop. Swap the legs again. Okay, now. Heel away, toes pointing up. Facing that right leg. Interlock the thumbs, we're going to go into the static. Arms up. Encourage the chest to come out. Breath in, breathing out, bend forward. Grab hold of wherever you can. If you want to bend that right leg, bend the right leg. Okay, and then slowly you can start to straighten that right leg. Okay, now take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring the chest down towards the thigh. You're overlooking the toes, remember?
Breath in, breathing out, bring the chin down. And then finally, take a breath in as you breathe out. Bring the forehead down towards the knee or wherever it goes down towards the leg. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. And also relaxing the muscles. Okay, look forward. And let go of the leg and slowly come up. Bring your right hand onto the outside of your left knee. Left hand behind you. Take a breath in, breathing out, twist back. So you're using the hand on that knee as a lever. Just check your right heel is still out. Your right toes are still pointed. So every time you breathe out, see if you can go a little bit stronger and deeper into this twist. Again, listen to your body. If it doesn't want to go back too much, don't let it. Okay, and then very slowly start coming forward. Okay, now. Keep your body in between the right foot and the left knee. Now, so twist back. So wherever naturally it will come to the middle. Bring your arms up. Breath in. Breathing out, forward bend. Keep the hips rooted on the mat. Just so that you get that nice twist at the back, in the muscles at the back. Okay, look forwards and walk back. Walk the hands back. Swap the legs. Arms up, interlock the thumbs, arms up. Make sure you're facing that left foot. Breath in, breathing out, forward bend. Okay. Overlook the toes. Breath in, breathing out, chest down. Breath in, breathing out, chin down. Breath in, breathing out, forehead down. Good. Again, release those muscles. You're taking a deep breath in, and when you breathe out, you're letting go. Okay, look forward. Let go of that leg. Left hand on the outside of the right knee, right hand behind you, breath in, breathing out, twist back. Check your left heel is still away. So you're taking this deep breath in, and when you breathe out, using that hand on your knee as a lever to twist you back even further. You're getting this beautiful twist in the spine from the lower all the way to the upper. Come back to the center. So you're now back into the middle of the knee and the foot. Arms up. Breath in. Breathing out, forward bend. Keep the hips onto the mat. Just feel that stretch from the lower lumbar region all the way up towards the shoulders. If you're not feeling it in the shoulders, just walk the fingers a little bit forward. Okay, look forwards and then walk the hands back. Okay, onto your hands and knees now. So bring your hands on the mat. Let's go through our cat posture again. Okay? Mary-Jo, the cat posture is one of the most important asanas that you can do. Keep your knees hip width apart. Roughly hip width is bringing your knuckles together, your fists together, and if you bring them in between the knees, that is roughly hip width. So you need to keep your knees hip width. Then bring your elbows behind the knees, forearms facing forwards, middle finger straight forwards. Then you come up onto your hands and knees. Now, roughly either one palm or half a palm forward, and you'll be in your cat posture. So some people can go one palm forward, some people will just go half a palm forward. Mine usually goes about half. So your hands are underneath the shoulders. Normally it's your wrist, but in between the wrist and the hand, underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Okay. So you're in flat cat. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, go into arch cat. Middle of the back arc. Separate the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin in, tuck the hips in. And just breathe normally now. Just breathe normally, let that spine get that arch. Good. Okay, as you breathe in, go into inverted cat. Middle of the back down. Chin up, and then just take your breath out there. Encourage the shoulder blades to pinch together so that the shoulders go back and the chin goes up. Here, the more you rotate the hips upwards, the more you'll work on the lower part of your spine. Open up that lower part of your spine. Now just make sure that your weight isn't either too far forwards or too far back. Usually at this point your weight will go more towards the wrists. I want you to even out your weight between the wrists and the knees. Take a breath in, breathing out arch cat, middle of the back up, chin in, rotate the hips in. Just breathe normally there now. Again, check your weight. It's not too far forward. Now I want you to squeeze the abdomen in up towards the ceiling. And then in that space, rotate the hips in a little bit more. Good. Breathing in, inverted cat. Breathing out, arch cat. Slow and controlled. Breathing in, inverted cat. Breathing out, arch cat. And back into flat cat. Raise your right leg back behind you. Keep it there. Squeeze the right buttock and lift that leg up a little bit more. Point the toe behind you. Now your weight may have gone too much on the left knee and the left wrist. I want you to bring it so that the weight is in between the right hand and the left hand. That's it. Keep that right leg up. Keep it up. Good. Bring that right knee down. Raise the left leg back up behind you. Check your weight again. It should be in between the two hands and on the right knee. Squeeze the right glute. Raise that right leg up behind you. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Now I want you to check that your right hip hasn't come up. Your right hip should be in line with your left hip. Raise that leg up a little bit more. And bring that left knee down. Check that you've still got you're still in that cat posture. Right leg back. Breath in, breathing out, bring your left arm forward into your extended cat. So you get in this diagonal stretch. Pull apart. I remember when you used to do this in class, and I used to say, you've got Shah Rukh Khan in front of you, and you've got Hrithik Roshan behind, but I've gone off those two, so. Okay, bring your left hand down. You're going to bring that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Check that your left fingers, right fingers and your right toes are in a line. Now, check that your knee is behind the right hand. Left hand, left hand. Left knee behind the left hand. Good. Right, now come onto your fingertips. And you're just going to rock backwards and forwards. So that when you come forwards, you should feel the calf or even a stretch at the back on your back leg. And when you come forward, just feel the back of that right leg. Good. Come back into your neutral position. Bring your hands back down. Breath in. Breathing out, right arm up. Encourage the right shoulder to go back. Not the right hand, the right shoulder. Good. Bring that right hand down. And bring that right knee back to its original position. Left leg back behind you. Bring it up. Check that your hips are aligned. Breath in, breathing out, right arm up. Again, you're pulling apart as much as you can. So you should feel this diagonal stretch in your back. Bring your right hand down, left hand to the outside of your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Check all the fingers and toes are in a line. Check that your right knee is behind the right hand. Good. On your fingertips and start rocking forwards and backwards. If you ever need to open up the hamstrings, this is a really good way of doing this. Really safe way of doing it as well. Good. Come back to your neutral position. Palms back down. Breath in. Breathing out, raise your left arm up. At this time you're encouraging that left shoulder to go back. Just concentrate on the left hand. Just looking at that left hand, encouraging that left shoulder to go back. feeling the back of that left shoulder blade. You'll feel the upper back getting a nice twist. Okay, bring that left hand down. Bring the left knee back. Bring your hips onto your heels. Forehead down and go into child. Okay, breathing in, start coming up. When you get to the top, breathe out. Come back into your cat position. Now where your left hand is, I want you to bring your left elbow down. So where your left hand is, bring your left elbow down and bring your left hand on top of the right hand. Raise your right leg up behind you. Bend the right knee and raise. So this is like a tiger strike. Point the toes. Good. Now you're going to bring that left knee right. Sorry. You think one of these days, you're going to bring the right knee to the outside of your right elbow. And back into tiger strike. So your bent knee, lift the right thigh up. Okay. Knee to elbow. Tiger strike. Knee to elbow. Tiger strike. Knee to elbow. And bring that knee down, prop yourself back up. You should have felt that on the back of the right tricep as well. Did you feel the back of the right tricep? If not, then bend the elbow. Okay, let's do the opposite side. So, where your right hand is, bring your right elbow down. Raise the left leg back behind you, bend the left knee and lift the left knee and the left thigh. Now can you see I've bent my left elbow? So you can bend your left elbow, that's going to work the triceps. Okay, now, breath in, breathing out, knee to elbow. Tiger strike. Breath in, breathing out, knee to elbow. Tiger strike. Knee to elbow. Tiger strike. Knee to elbow. Tiger strike. Knee to elbow. And bring that knee down. Bring the hips down onto the heels and go into child. Relax the hands to the side of the body. Okay. As you breathe in, start coming up. When you get to the top, breathe out. Bring your hands down so that they're underneath the shoulders. Bring your right foot back behind you. And I want you to press the right heel down as far as it'll go so that you can feel the back of the calf, the shin of that right leg. Okay, rock forwards and then back. And stay there. Just push that right heel down. Okay, bring that right knee down. Do the same thing with your left. So you're pushing that heel down, feeling that stretch at the back of the left leg, and then rock forwards, release that stretch, and then back again. Forwards, and then back again. Okay, keep that left foot where it is. Let the right foot go back behind as well, and you're in plank. So head, hips and heels all in a line. Good. Stay in the plank. Okay, bring your hips down onto the mat, into Cobra. So in Cobra, you can either keep your elbow straight, or if you want to bend the elbow, bend the elbows. Good. Tuck the toes under, up back into plank. Down into Cobra. And back up into plank. Breath in, breathing out, downward facing dog. Rotate the hips. Let's go to the points of your downward facing dog. Rotate the hips up towards the ceiling. Encourage the head to come through the arms, chest aiming for the thighs. You're encouraging the heels to come down as much as they'll come. Good. Now walk the dog. So you're pressing right heel in and then the left heel. So you're just walking that dog, opening up the back of the legs, encouraging the heels to come down a little bit further. Good. Okay, back into downward facing dog. And body weight forward, back into plank. Breath in, breathing out, back into downward facing dog. Now take 3 deep breaths in, into the abdomen. When you breathe out, squeeze the abdomen up towards the ceiling. Take out as much air as you can. So after your third one, come back into plank. Good. Breath in, breathing out, downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to bring that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Good. And into lizard. So you can bring the back knee down if you wish. You can bring the back knee down if you wish. Just check that your fingers and the toes are all in a line. Take a breath in, breathing out, right arm up. Right hand down. Bring that right foot back into plank. Breath in, breathing out, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up. And bring that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Encourage the chest to come forward. Again, if you wish to put that back knee down, bring it down. Breath in, breathing out, raise the left arm up. This is the same movement as we did when we were in cat. You're encouraging that left shoulder to come back. Bring that left hand down. Left foot back into plank. Bring your knees down. Hips towards the heels and into child. Stay in extended child. Keep your hands forwards if you can. Good. Look forwards. Come up onto your knees. Bring your hips down onto the heels, back into cobra. Tuck the toes under, up into plank. Breath in, breathing out, downward facing dog. Okay, bring your feet together. Raise the right leg up. This time you're going to bring the right foot in between the two hands. Place the back foot down, so you're going to go into your warrior stance. Check that your right knee is above the right ankle and up into warrior two. So warrior two, you want to be opening up the chest. You're looking past the right arm, past the middle finger, to the distance, to this forest of negativity. And I want you to see the forest in front of you. This dense fog, dense woods. This is what's been taking your peace away from you. And I want you to use that front sword, your sword of wisdom, to hack whatever's really taken your peace of mind, whether it's a person or a situation. Have a look in front of you. See it and hack it. Okay, take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring the right hand down, all the way to the inside of the right foot into warrior triangle. If your neck is okay, look up towards the left hand, or you can look down towards the right hand. Push up into warrior two again. Check that your knee is still above the ankle. Bring your back hand to the front. Arms up into warrior two. Now, just check that your left shoulder and your right shoulder are in a line, so that your left shoulder isn't too further back than your right. Good. Float those hands down, so that in between either side of your right foot. Swivel the back foot, so come onto your back set of toes, swivel so that your toes are in front. And then go into plank. Good. Breath in, breathing out, downward facing dog. Rotate those hips in, out. Rotate those hips up towards the ceiling. And much as you can. Feet together, raise the left leg up. Okay, this time you're going to bring that left foot in between the two hands. Place the back foot down. Check your alignment so that the front heel cuts the back foot in half and up into warrior two. So this time you're looking past the left hand into the distance. So you've got this spirit of the warrior in you. Because this is the last part, your body's feeling tired. You'll want to, your mind wants to give up, your body wants to give up. You're using this warrior spirit to keep you going. Okay. Bring your left hand down, right arm up. Push back up into warrior two. Back hand to the front. So you're also facing forwards. Arms up, palms facing each other. You encourage both of the shoulders to be in line. Look forwards, float the hands down. Swivel the back foot so that you're on your toes. Breath in, breathing out, back into plank. Okay, bring your knees down. Bring your hips towards your heels and into chop. Breathing in, start coming up. When you get to the top, breathe out. Bring your feet forward. Rotate the hips inwards. Tuck the chin in slightly. Arms forwards. Take a breath in. Breathing out, halfway down. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, halfway down. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, halfway down and stay there. Raise your right arm up. Bring that right hand down. Left arm up. Bring it close to your ear if you can. Left arm down and forwards. Now you're going to widen the arms as you come down. So, take a breath in. As you breathe out, halfway down, widen the arms. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, halfway down, widen the arms. Breathing in, come up. Breathing out, halfway down, widen the arms and stay there. Squeeze the abdomen in. Rotate the hips in. And come forward. Bring the legs wide. Push the heels away from you, toes pointing up. Interlock the hands. Okay, we're going to do some gunti. So try and keep the legs as wide as you can. Keep them as wide as you can. Okay, now turn your torso to the left. So you're facing the left foot. Lengthen the arms. And I want you to bring the hips down, so go as far as you can. Keeping that stretch, you're going to bring the arms all the way round to your right foot. Keeping that right heel away from you. And then come back up. That's one way of doing this. The other way you can do this is when you come back to work your abs, you go halfway down. So you come forwards, you go round, you come back, halfway down, twist, and back to your left. So let's try it, and you've got the two choices, either staying up or going down. So go down one way. So this is called Gunti. This is something our great grandmothers and mothers used to do, I suppose. Keep going. Keep those heels away from you. Make sure that your torso is moving from left to right. Okay, next time you're up, stay there. And you're going to go the opposite way. So, whichever way you were going, go the opposite way. So you go round again and back down. When the body is forwards, I want you to feel that stretch in the lower lumbar. The more you bring your hips forwards, the more you bring your arms forwards, keeping that stretch, the more you'll feel the lower muscles working. Keep going. If you want to use breath, you can breathe in when the body comes up and back, and you breathe out when the body comes forward. Keep that twist of the spine from one left to right as well. Good. Next time you're up, stay there. Bring your legs back into straight and bend the knees. Keep the feet hip width apart. Okay, now lie down. Lie down onto your back. Yay! And I want you to bring the heels closer to your sitting bones. Just make sure your feet are still hip width apart. Bring your arms to the side of the body so they're wide. Yes. So your spine begins to settle down in this semi-supine posture. Now I want you to raise the knees up towards the chest, keeping them hip width apart. And then roll the knees to the right, and then bring the knees together. Bring the ankles together. Turn the head to the left. And you're going to encourage the left shoulder to come down. Soften everything. Relax the shoulders. Close your eyes. Just relax the shoulders. You're encouraging that left shoulder just to let go so it can come down further onto the mat. If you find that your left shoulder is hunched up towards the ear, I want you to bring it down further away from the ear. Soften Bring the knees back up, back into the neutral position. Keep them hip width apart. Don't bring the knees together. Take a breath in. Breathing out, roll them over to the left. Now bring the knees together, the ankles together. Encourage the right shoulder to come down. Head the opposite way. So you just, again, if the right shoulder is too much towards the ear, encourage it to come down. And you're encouraging the knees to stay. Now, if your knees don't come together, bring your left hand on top of the right knee, and you can use that hand to encourage that twist a little bit further. Good. Again, let go of the thighs, let go of the shoulders. Okay, bring the knees up again. Straighten both of the legs so you're in legs up the wall. You can either keep them like this or bring your hands behind the thighs to give you support. Just while you're in legs up the wall. Okay, now what you're going to do, if your hands are behind the thighs, bring them to the side again. You're going to keep the legs straight and you're going to roll them over to the right. Keep trying to keep that left shoulder down and turn your head towards the left. For those of you who can, see if you can grab hold. Now your legs are now all the way down onto the mat. All the way down onto the ground on your right. For those of you who can, see if you can grab hold of your feet. So your legs are straight, your hands are towards the feet, your head is turned towards the left. Good. Okay, bring the legs back up again. And roll them over to the left, keeping them straight, encouraging that right shoulder to stay back. And if you can grab hold of the feet or that leg, you can do. Grab hold of the toes. Just let go. Bring the legs back up again. Use your abs to bring them up. Bend both of the knees. Again, bring that hip width apart, pin the hip width apart, and bring the feet down onto the mat. Arms wide. Now I want you to rotate the hips upwards so that the middle of the back, where there's that arch, presses down onto the mat. Now release it. Bring that hip back down again. Let the gap be again. So, what you're doing is you're rotating the hips up, pressing the middle back down onto the mat. And then you're releasing that so that the arch comes back again. Let's try that again. Rotate the hips upwards, press the middle back down so that the spine is, you can feel most of the spine on the mat. And release that tension again. Rotate the hips upwards, press the spine down. Keep it pressed. And release it. Okay, now make sure that your eyes are closed. And straighten your legs. Straighten your legs so you're in Shavasana with your arms wide. Now I want you to cut in your mind your body in half. So if you need to wrap up because your body temperature will go down quicker, do so now, and then go back into your Shavasana. When you're in Shavasana, just bring your arms away from the body with your palms facing upwards. Relax the shoulders. And just bring your legs at least hip width apart so that your thighs aren't touching. Now I want you to imagine that your body is cut in half. There's an invisible line between your upper body and your lower body. And in a moment I'm going to ask you to, just the upper body, I want you to tense all the muscles there when you hold the breath. So everything from your face to your stomach. So take a deep breath into the chest, hold that breath and tense your muscles in your face, make fists and your stomach. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release through the mouth. And soften all the muscles. Take another breath into the chest. Squeeze all the muscles in your upper body. So your stomach, your chest, your arms, make all the muscles in your face, squeeze, squeeze, and release through the mouth. And release all, and just let all the muscles just relax. Now you're going to do the same thing with your lower body. From your glutes, from your buttock muscles, your thighs, all the muscles around the knees and your toes. Take a deep breath in, hold, and squeeze. Squeeze your bum, squeeze the thighs, tense curl the toes, and soften. Now when you take your breath in, try and take it into the stomach. So take a deep breath in, hold and squeeze all the legs, your bum, curl the toes, squeeze, squeeze. You release, you're collecting any tension or any emotional tension you have and let it go. Release. Now you're going to soften all the muscles. All the muscles in your face, just let them go. Let the spine settle. All the muscles in your face. Just let go.
Allow your consciousness now to come back to this present moment and begin to bring some energy back to the body with some very gentle movements to the fingers and the wrists and the toes and the ankles. Slowly, you don't want to shock the body. You bring the legs closer together, bend the knees and bring them towards your chest. Wrap your arms around them and just roll from side to side. And then just roll over to one side, keeping your eyes closed. Still staying calm, still with this sense of stillness in the body. Using now your hand to support you come up into sitting. Keep your eyes closed. Take a slightly deeper breath than normal and hold that breath. And release it slowly through the mouth. Now take a deeper breath, a really deep breath in. Hold that